Sean.
Good,
Yeah,
good, good. Good to
feeling
hear.
really
Yeah,
good
yeah,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what? It's sad. We're winding down the last day of Intergeo,
Right.
Frankfurt, Germany,
It is.
and it's like bittersweet, you know. But what an amazing show we've had.
All good things must come to an end.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
Right.
Thank God we have 2 more days here. So I'm really excited to have this conversation. If you would just give us your name, who you're with, and what you do.
Right. My name is Reinis. I'm a CEO of 2 companies. One is called 3D Engineering,
Okay.
and we are a trusted British petroleum partner. And what we do, we build digital twins for oil and gas.
Yeah.
And at the moment, we are involved in an amazing project, and we are digitalizing all BP assets in Caspian Sea and building digital twins for them.
Unbelievable. That's incredible.
And the second company is called Intergeo.shop.
Okay.
And the story of that company is that we're selling equipment for more than 12 years. And, you know, sometimes when you look at the pictures of the equipment on the internet,
Yeah.
they look nice,
Yeah.
equipment looks sweet, and then you get it and it's like a Frankenstein.
Yeah, sure.
And then you're like, wow, what do I do with this? You
Yeah.
know? And then I had this idea that, let's say, if you want to buy a Rolex on eBay, they would send it to the service center where
Yep.
the specialist would verify that this is the original Rolex and then make the photos of all the scratches. And then
Yep.
you get the report and then you decide if you want it or not. And we decided to do the same thing with Geosystem equipment. So if you want to buy equipment from our store, it would come to our certified laboratory where we check everything. We create amazing photos with all the scratches, so you definitely know what you're buying. And then you get the report. If you like it, you get the equipment. If you don't like it, you get your money back. So that was the idea that I think industry is needed for a long time, and now it's finally live.
Wow. So like, what's the differentiator then? Like, what makes you guys different than other people that are trying to do the same thing?
Well, I think my experience in the industry is that, well, of course, there are shops where you can buy equipment, but again, buying also from these shops not always gives the best result and the best satisfaction. So we are really focused on the quality. We are focused that if you buy used equipment, you actually get what you're expecting.
What you're buying. Yeah.
And it's a photo from the actual equipment, not what the website says it should look like.
Exactly. Because sometimes, you know, these photos, they can be blurred and you know, they try to hide the
Doctored up.
defects. And then sometimes even the technical issues appears, you know, which let's say you can blame or not blame. And then it's a confusion how to actually you protect your.
So interesting. So where do you get the equipment from?
Actually, we get from different places. We have a network of partners with whom we work for many years, and then we buy equipment on different sales as well.
Sure.
And especially when it comes from unknown source, it's risky. And we are willing to take that risk to protect.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So is it all kinds of equipment, or is there something you specialize in?
Well, at the moment we specialize on geosystems, laser scanners. We also sell metrology, laser trackers, arms, but yeah, we are looking in the future maybe to extend that portfolio. I see a lot of Chinese companies are present here. I'm not sure how well they will do in Europe, but at least you can feel that pressure also coming from China.
Yeah.
So let's see how market reacts in that.
Yeah, that is interesting for sure. And is it all different manufacturers of equipment?
Yeah, well, you know, when you go to the sneakers store, you have these all-star. From what we see, Trimble, Faro, Leica, Topcon, like all these brands, they're very well presented in the market. And but sometimes there are some requests from maybe less known brands, but yeah, I think there will be still the top sales and
And who are your customers? Is it primarily surveyors, or is it from all walks of geospatial?
Mainly surveyors. There are some architect offices who also wants to buy some piece of equipment for their needs. And as well, like I mentioned, we work closely in oil and gas, and some oil companies, they buy their own equipment as well, just to update. digital twins and do the survey. But mostly surveyors.
Yeah. And is it strictly purchased equipment, or do you rent equipment as well?
Not yet. We are thinking about renting, but it's a bit risky. Yeah.
Well, you got two risks there. You can have used equipment and rent it, and then you're kind of, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Interesting.
some insurance companies who
Mm.
are willing to protect these risks, but not in all the countries. So we will look into that.
Yeah.
So if we can somehow mitigate these risks, then probably we will extend that services. We do rent, but we rent mostly to the companies we know.
Yep.
And we know that they use equipment, with the care.
Mhm. Yeah. And what type of warranty do folks get when they purchase through Intergeo?
Well, it's tricky because that's also one of the risks you need to take or
Yeah.
Mhm.
consider. Well, very often we come across the equipment that is already in the warranty period.
Mm-hmm.
So then we would, keep that. And
Yep.
sometimes we even give like 1 month warranty from our
Yeah.
side.
Sure. Yeah. And
That's the way to
do you
work.
guys service the equipment as well?
What do you mean?
Do you, if something breaks or something, do you service
well,
it
There
or
are
help maintain it?
there are certain things we can do, not everything.
Sure.
If
Yeah. You can't do everything
Yeah.
for everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
makes
some
sense.
minor things we can fix. That's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And is it just in Europe that you're selling equipment, or is it
No, we sell globally,
globally?
globally.
Okay.
and we're also a Hexagon partner
Oh, okay.
with a
Gotcha.
global contract.
Mhm.
So we are allowed to sell Hexagon metrology equipment globally. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's a good partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that have to be like exclusive then, or can you partner with other manufacturers as well?
yeah, we can partner as long we don't sell competing products. But that's only for the new equipment. For the used equipment, we have no limits. We can.
Gotcha. Huh. So where do you see the whole thing going as far as equipment goes?
Well, we have good sales in Europe. Middle East is very hot, especially in oil and gas, which was
Sure.
always be very conservative. They wouldn't allow to give data away, but it's changing. It's really changing.
Yeah.
And next week I'm going to be in Dubai.
Nice.
And there's also a very nice show going on.
Yeah.
And probably we will open an office in Oman in a couple of months.
Wow.
So to strengthen
That's
our
cool.
presence.
So yeah. So you're growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
And what do you attribute to that growth?
Well,
Digital twins.
Yeah, other than digital twins.
yeah. Sorry, I guess I don't understand.
What do you think? What's the biggest reason why you've been able to be successful and grow as a company?
I think that's the trust. That's the trust, and we always try to be to make sure the client is happy.
Yeah.
Even if it means we lose some money, we don't care about that.
Mhm.
Our main priority is to make client happy
Sure.
and want to come back to us again and again.
Yep.
And I always say this is a relationship business.
It is. Yep.
And it's important to maintain your reputation and a good name, and that's what is the priority for us.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. What else you got?
Can we talk about digital twins a little bit and
Sure.
maybe something like of what they're doing in the
Go for it.
Persian Gulf?
Why not?
Sure.
How do you make a digital twin of all of the rigs in the sea? Like, it seems like a
Lord,
daunting
What
task.
a contract. That's awesome, man.
Actually, it's a very interesting story and super successful use case. So before the digital twin program, let's say you have a maintenance order. You need to change a mud pump, right? You would go to your subcontractor, and your subcontractor would say, "Hey, I need a site visit," and he wants to go to the site because he will invoice the client.
Yeah, right.
So to get to the offshore rig, it takes at least 3 to 4 weeks before you get all the permissions, before the next helicopter is available. So it takes time. It means your maintenance plan comes only in the 4 to 6 weeks, which is a long time. So now when you have your digital twin, it means you can open a laptop and see your design model.
Mhm.
In that design model is linked to your maintenance backlog. And maintenance backlog is linked to your engineering systems, which gives you all the documentation related to that maintenance job. And very often in companies, these engineering systems, it's mess. So one department would say, hey, we are not sure that we have the latest PNID version. You need to go to another department, and just to find the right documents could take like weeks. Now, in 1 hour, you can see how it looks like in design model. You can find all the related documents, and you also can see the reality capture data. I mean, the panoramic picture that comes from the laser scanner.
Yeah.
And it has been so successful that BP official case study is that they can reduce site visits for 74%.
Sure.
Wow.
And they save 7 to 8 million per one asset annually.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's a super successful program for them.
Sure.
And we are glad to be a part of this amazing program.
Yeah.
So when the
for you.
subcontractor says, "Hey, I need a site visit," they send him a link and say, "Yeah, click here and
Yeah.
you're there.
Here's your site visit."
Yeah, here's your
Yeah.
site visit."
Yeah, basically there would be a manager who is fighting with the subcontractor saying, no, what do you need?
Right.
There it is. It's here what you need. So
Yeah.
it's like sometimes maybe a battle, but it's very, very cost saving battle.
Well, that and safety, obviously, it's very risky and an
Sure.
unsafe thing
Yep.
anytime you travel
Good
to
point.
a rig, and to eliminate that, I'm sure is an
Yeah.
uncaptured
Yeah.
dollar savings there.
Yeah.
And then we came up with another idea, and this is one interesting project. We are developing a smart AI helmet to update digital twin. And the idea
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the idea was that, hey, well, how do we maintain this digital
Right.
twin
Yeah, that
data?
was my next question.
Because the subcontractor could ask, okay, Renis, when this picture is taken, and then you say, it was like a year ago, there's, then I need to go to the rig.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we were thinking what to do. We can send back the team, but again, that would, request the POBs, the
Yeah.
edge places,
Yeah.
and to put some pressure on the infrastructure. And then we came up with an idea to create smart helmet that, we can go to the client and say, look, you don't need to train your people. The only thing you need to say is, there's your smart helmet. And after the shift, put it on the charging station. That's it. That's all the training. And the smart helmet would take 360-degree panoramic pictures, and at the night time, upload this data to the cloud. And client would have your updated digital twin very next morning.
Yep.
But there was one problem. The problem was, how do you get the positioning? Because on the rig, there is no GPS available.
Yeah.
And we created an algorithm that takes laser scanning point cloud data as a reference.
Yep.
And we could find where this panoramic picture is taken in the point cloud and reference it that way.
Okay.
That's like
Yeah.
doing it backwards, right? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you use the
Yeah.
point cloud to figure out where you are instead of the other way
So
around.
it's relative to itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we
Gotcha.
thought, okay, well, if we are recording that, it means we can actually do a change detection, because then you start getting data, day by day.
Yeah.
And then with an AI, you can actually say, okay, there's a leak. There is something that is broken. And that's integrity management,
Right.
at least the visual integrity management. And another thing was, we thought, okay, if we can record how people work, it means we can do two things. The first one is, there's a problem for BP. They have a lot of seniors working, so they are about to retire.
Mhm.
And the question is, how do you train the juniors who comes in?
Yep.
So what it means, we can record how particular jobs are done, and then we can give the VR headset
Yep.
to the juniors and make them learn this.
Yeah.
And the second thing, and like this is a long-term vision, we thought, okay, if we are recording how you perform the job, it means we can start creating a data set to train AI to provide a software for future robots. So maybe we don't have these robots yet who can perform human job, but we will create a software. And when these robots comes out, we can say, okay, there is a software for the welder, there is a software for a mechanical engineer, and so on and so on.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a crazy idea. And
Crazy idea.
and then I thought, people would ask us, hey, how do you make workers wear this helmet, maybe they don't want you give this, this intellectual
yeah.
property. Well, they would be protected. When you sign the agreement, you basically give the rights to your employee. But and there's another crazy idea, but for some reason I like it, and I thought, okay, we could actually give the workers rights to this intellectual property when we harvest the knowledge how they do the job, and then tokenize that. So they would get the tokens which they can exchange for shares in our company, or they can sell it and get some money.
Wow.
And let's say, again, crazy idea, but I like it. So let's say we have robots who can perform the job. You are working for 20 years and that's your knowledge. And then you retire. But if you can become an owner of the robot and you can upload your intellectual property to that robot, he can continue to work and you can lease that robot to the company. And then you become, an owner.
Yep.
And that's your heritage.
Interesting.
So that's some crazy ideas we are working on.
I love it. I had a crazy idea, but I like it.
Yeah, right.
But I think that would, contribute to the society in general, that not just the corporations get everything, but, the regular.
Well, and it may put help with some of the stigma of the automation that a lot of companies are moving to. Like, okay, well, I can still have some skin in the game here that I'm not losing out.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you could have that dog like Spot, Yeah.
And many things, then you feel the value. Yeah. If you are good at what you are doing and you can train robots or AI in the future, and you are a partial owner of that, and we share that value, then you are more interested to contribute.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Really good stuff.
So how do people find out more about both companies?
Yeah, well, the first one is super easy. It's Intergeo.shop. That's the marketplace for used equipment. And the second company is called 3D Engineering, and our domain name is 3d-engineering.eu.
Perfect. Awesome. Anything else you want to get out there before we let you go?
No, guys, I think I said my piece.
Good talk. Yeah.
Amazing.
Great conversation.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Learned
Thank
a lot.
you for your time.
Thank you.